All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Paris, and it's time to get the original tank put back on the 2019 Monkey, get the 2023 tank put back on it. But first, I'm going to show you how we put the fuel pump back into the tank. In case you are in need of ever to pull a fuel pump, it's just the reverse of putting one in. So we did get this today from Honda, Chapman's Honda in Paris. Well, if I can hold on to it. So we got this in today from Chapman's Honda in Paris. And this is what a Honda Monkey fuel pump looks like. Probably the same for the Grom. They're pretty well essentially the same bike. So, and as you can see, we got this beautiful brand new fuel pump here. And here's the old one. So it looks like we will have to pull the seals. The fuel pump didn't come with no seals, so we'll pull these seals off of this pump here and replace those real quick. So I guess let's get that done. Those just come pop right off. They got a little groove on the inside of the ring that snaps them into place. Yo.
Yo.
What you doing? You want to watch me put this fuel pump in? Nah.
It's too hot and my hair is feeling sticky.
Okay. Are you ready for a family moto ride here in a little while?
No.
Yeah. But you're doing it anyway, whether you like it or not. So, all right. We're gonna snap that back into place. Just like so. And does it matter which side that you put it on? No, they're essentially identical on both sides. So this side looks like it's still got plenty of sealing power, so we should be good there. Actually, this fuel pump that came out of the 2019 only had 350 miles on the thing. So, you know, as much as I would love to say that these seals are probably need to be replaced, they're probably fine. So, anyway, I think that lines up with that. If I'm correctly, you see this little tank here, that's going to line up with that. And then we're going to poke all these down into the little keepers there, little groove. All right, folks, got this up a little bit closer so we could get a little better video of it, but thing's got some Sharpie on it. I don't know if this is something to help you align things, but you really need all that. So we are going to face this as your fuel line in this direction here, so that should slide right in there, hopefully, as you can see. Before we put that all the way in, though, we're going to put a little bit of oil around that ring just so it seats in really good and gets a nice firm seal. I've got a quart of Honda GN4 oil here. I'm just going to touch a little bit to my finger, and you know, you can use 3-in-1 oil or the equivalent. You know, it don't have to be nothing fancy, so no special type of oil or anything. You won't have to worry about this getting into your fuel system because it's going to be up against the metal. This is not going inside the fuel tank. So, all right. Okay, well, here we go again. I'm going to slide that right in there. That is your float, by the way, that tells your fuel gauge how much fuel you have. Okay. And then we have this right here. And this is essentially going to help us keep this exactly where it should go. So you're going to slide that over. This is for your fuel hose again. And then that'll go right down directly on that. And essentially will you know, you always hope these things go right on, but sometimes it's a little finesse. Gotta finesse them a bit. So, all right. For whatever reason, I don't know what reason, we got it flipped over backwards, yeah. So, all right, now we got that in order. Let's try that again. That should fit on there right. All right, trial and error sometimes, folks. You know what I'm saying? Now that that's on there properly, we are going to put the mounting stuff back onto it. And let's see, we have these two studs here. You got two, essentially they're a nut with a stud on top of it. And one is going to go here. And the other is going to go here. Try to tighten them up a little even so that you compress that seal down pretty good. It doesn't get lopsided. And then you got just two regular nuts here. And if I can remember where I set my socket wrench, just had it a few minutes ago. Ah, there it is, right in my lap. I'm dumb. So that's a 10mm socket. I'm just using cheap Amazon tools, man. And just go across and tighten them evenly. So like I said, you get a good seal. Now I think the tank's not the cleanest as I would really like it, but it's pretty damn clean. We're going to get some seafoam or some additive for the fuel, even though we run ethanol free in our tanks. We're going to treat it a little bit so that none of the particles, if they break up in the gas, you know, a little bit of rust and stuff is not going to hurt the fuel injectors. But ultimately, you know, we would like maybe for the tank to be, like I said, a little bit cleaner, but I think we're going to be fine. And we're just going to get these, you know, tight, snug, really nice and snug. Don't worry about over tightening them. You can, I'm sure there's a torque spec if you really want to know all that information, but just get them tight. So, all right, once we've done that, this little bracket here holds a few hoses underneath your tank, and that's going to go exactly like this with the hooks facing this side. So, okay, sets on there like that. And we've got two more 10mm nuts. Okay, so I'm going to tighten those up. Like I said, again, just really snug. I mean, really, I want them tight, but you know, I'm a pretty big dude, and if you're big enough, powerful enough, you can over torque things. So I just get them nice and tight where I know I can get them back off, but it's going to take a little bit of force. So all right, so that's it for the fuel pump install. bring the tank over? Yeah. Alright.
Remember to test out those.
Okay.
Pretty darn bright lights. How much you spend on these?
$40. One down. All right, folks, so we've got the fuel pump installed in the tank back on the bike. I'm going to double check, make sure all the hoses are still in place. Everything looks like it's in pretty good shape. Everything seems to be good, so we're going to I've got y'all strapped to my chest harness right now, so sorry about the bad camera angles and all that stuff, but we're going to turn the key on and see if everything still looks good. Fuel gauge looks good. Okay, pop it into neutral. All right. Give that new fuel pump just a little bit of time to kind of work its magic. All right, yeah, that was it, man. Fuel pump was what she needed, and of course we solved that issue with the when we put the other tank on. We knew it was a fuel pump, and
it's so pretty.
yeah, it's back to its original color now. So we're gonna slap the fuel tank back on the 23. Of course, we also have to hook back all the underglow lights and slap that seat on as well. I think I'm gonna take the stock seat off of the 2019, the black one. I might put that one on and leave my plaid one as something that I take if I'm going to show the bike off at some kind of car rally or show or something. So we'll do all the hard ass sitting on the black seat and use that one for the fun stuff. So anyways, folks, I guess I'll do the same. I'll slap all this on if you care to stick around for any of that. If not, we'll catch you on the next video, and we're gonna get to the yellow bike now. So all right, here we go. All right, so we got the tank back on, and we can test the bike now and make sure everything is running. No fuel dumps out. Thing turns on. Fuel gauge is working. Let's put this back in neutral here. All right, back to running. Now, I've got to hide this mountain of wires again. This is from the underglow light kit, so it's not the prettiest job in the world. I'm gonna hide it all up under this case here, so we're just gonna bunch these wires back up just like they were before, and we're just gonna throw a zip tie around them to keep them nice and tight. So we can pop the case back on. All right, that's it. It's done. Now, slap this seat back on her. All right, folks, there you go. 23's back together. Everything as it should be, except for we've put the black seat off the 19 on her. It looks ugly, man. I'm not gonna lie. I really like the plaid seat. I do a lot of really tough riding, and I would like to preserve the plaid seat, so we're gonna wear this one out first, and we can always switch it. Like I said, if we are gonna take it to a show or dress it up for something nice or something. So, but yep, there you go. So fuel tank hooked back up. All the wires hidden for the LED underglow kits. As you can see there, I have one on each side of the tank, so we had to unhook those wires, which I keep in the what used to be the storage bin for a very cheap toolkit. So anyways, folks, that's it for this video. So until the next one, deuces, keep it real. I'm out.